I am Jason Abraham, the Shadow Teacher, 33. And right now, we're at a time of great transition, great change, great disruption in what life is going to look like on planet Earth. There's a new technology that's all the buzz, this open source AI, ChatGPT. An AI that's gotten so good at processing patterns and human patterns of behavior, of thought. This new technology's gotten so good at recognizing and processing patterns of humans that it seems to be able to create all on its own. And though it's not actually creating, it's simply processing patterns that are pre-existing. The processing power of this AI is light years ahead of anything that's been before, and it's going to continue to grow and get more intelligent and gain in this power of processing, synthetic processing that's imitating creation. And many are afraid that this AI, again, this new form of intelligence, is what's been warned, what's been prophesied in movies like The Terminator or The Matrix. And it's going to grow to be so intelligent, so efficient, that humans will be obsolete, or obsolete other than fuel sources, say with the Matrix. But I say right now, one of the grave issues is creativity. And I can hearken back to the late 90s when a new form of entertainment started to show up. A form of entertainment that I thought was absolutely idiotic, but yet people gravitated to it. And I never thought it would be as big as it was. That was reality TV. People watching supposedly everyday people acting like morons and getting to see inside the lives of people. That replaced well thought out, scripted storytelling and the craft of acting, the skill of performance, of storytelling through action that is in true acting. This new type of entertainment, reality TV, new at the time, was surpassing the traditional form of entertainment, of acting, of scripted narrative. Now, even though reality TV is not real, it's scripted too, it's produced, people were gravitating to that feel. And eventually a new form of entertainment, the social media influencer, the vlogger. Hell, I'm vlogging right now, but people showing you their everyday lives, filming themselves. This new level of narcissism started to blow up. People became fascinated with it. And as these new forms of entertainment, these new forms of mediated communication would show up, the consciousness of the masses shifted. When people started to actually care and engage emotionally with this new type of entertainment, their consciousness shifted. And now we have open source AI, which can write poems, which can write music, which can basically make a YouTube persona or a character. And what people decide to do, if people choose to consume that, if they choose to consume the AI creativity over human creativity, then we'll have a new shift in passivity of the human consciousness. As creativity is one of the great gifts of the human soul. We are born with the gift of creation from the Creator, and that's in us. That is inside of us. And right now, there's this fascination with outsourcing our creative faculties to an artificial intelligence. And we have this dynamic in the world. We have create, consume, create, consume. And the ideal human is in balance with their creative output, or I should say, actually, preferably, if you create and you produce more than you consume, that's actually an ideal state of a human. But we have to have both. We have to have output, and then we have to have input. And so, with this new form of AI that has this creative faculty, we're going to have a new challenge where humanity can outsource what they create, what they produce, to a new level, to something outside of themselves, which is going to shift their consumption to an even greater level. And those who like to control and herd humanity's resources, they want humanity to be high on the consumption. They don't like it when people are creative and are acting creatively. They like the high consumer. They like the person who is only able to consume and loses the ability to think for themselves, loses the ability to create, loses the ability to solve problems and do for themselves. They like to be the ones who create the problems and then solve the problems for you. And if you're in a high state of consumption, you're much easier to control in that way. And so I see a danger with this open source AI. I see this danger and this tendency of humanity, again, of laziness, of overconsumption, of outsourcing creative thought, creative ability to something outside of themselves. I see a new shift and possibility here. And what may happen, many predict that there's going to be the plugged in humans and the unplugged. And we're going to have this bifurcation in the world. And that seems to be the case. Now, is this AI innately evil? Some believe it is. Some believe it's a blessing. Some believe it's going to be something that creates more freedom and frees up more time and creative space for humanity. And humanity will shift into something new by learning to engage and interact with this AI and actually open up different potentials of humanity. That's a possibility too. But I do know that humanity, if we are going to have a future and a quality life, we have to tap into our creative capacity. We have to always be able to tap into our creative energy and find an avenue for expression. And it can be engaging with a new form of AI, but if we outsource that completely, then the future is bleak. So with that being said, I'm going to end this transmission, my friends. Be strong, be well, be the bright, creative souls you were born to be. And I'll see you on the other side.